you think? Do you think Jalen Hurts should still be the MVP favorite?
I do, even though he's been injured. Hopefully he doesn't stay injured too long. I think the season he's having and what this football team has done, the way he's played, it's really been uplifting to watch a guy that come in the league and really improve in a lot of things, especially as a quarterback throwing the football. We knew he can run. This guy has accounted for 35 touchdowns, 22 passing and 13 running. Now, the running part probably is why he's hurt, right? He's run the ball 156 times on the ground. I think going forward, if he can miss a game or two, he still has a chance. But if he misses more than that, he probably won't get it. It'd be a shame because he's playing fabulous right now.
Go ahead, Mina.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Jalen Hurts is having a wonderful season, and he is second in my vote. But even before the injury, I still had Patrick Mahomes, who's the best quarterback in the NFL, as the MVP. So I didn't actually watch the Chiefs-Texans game in real time. I saw the score, and I thought, this is going to hurt Mahomes' chances. They're, almost losing to this horrible team. And then I actually watched the game, and Patrick was spectacular. He completed 88% of his passes. It should have been more, if not for some drops. He was patient. He was decisive. He is not why that game was close. And this has been the story of the season because he's been amazing all year long. He tops Hurts in just about every category: advanced metrics, QBR, DVO, EPA, but simple ones like total yards, total touchdowns. He has been better than Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts' story. I think he's the most improved player, no doubt. But I do worry that we're starting to give Patrick Mahomes the LeBron treatment, where even at age 27, we take his greatness for granted. Because right now, without Tyreek Hill, he is having the best season he had since the last time he won MVP.
Well, first of all, this is what validates and authenticates your brilliance, because these are the things that I've said over the last few weeks, and it's just beautiful to hear you echo what I have said. Clearly, you watch First Take. Clearly, you know, because you're a brilliant football mind and all of that other stuff. So that's one thing. But the other thing I'm going to say is this. Here's the reality. Patrick Mahomes does more with less. That's really what it comes down to. The Kansas City Chiefs don't have the requisite weapons and the total balance that the Philadelphia Eagles have. Look at the Eagles' offensive line. Look at their defensive line. Look at their wideouts. Look at their running attack. Look at their secondary. Everywhere you turn with the Philadelphia Eagles, they are without question the most complete team in the National Football League. So much so that you know what? They're going to hear something if they don't end up representing the NFC in the Super Bowl this year. Now, we look at, obviously Dallas have an outside chance in all seriousness. The San Francisco 49ers, you could sit up there and look at them because I think that's the best defense in football. But you could look at them and say, excuse me, if Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G was there, it would be different. But the fact of the matter is, with Brock Purdy, there is no excuse for the Philadelphia Eagles to lose to a third-string quarterback, even though he has not looked like one. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, my God, if they didn't have Patrick Mahomes, where would they be? Because even though Kelsey is that stud, everything else is questionable.
Let me interject really quickly. He has 11 interceptions, though, this season.
I understand that. I understand it. Doesn't matter. When you ask him to carry the load that he's carried, when you subtract Tyreek Hill from that equation, when you see people keying on Travis Kelce and them making sure, daring somebody else to beat them, and then you see how they've lost games because they've lost close games. This guy's got the number one seed I'm sorry, not the number one seed because Buffalo just beat Miami, so they held on to that. But you're the number 2 seed in the AFC. You've won the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes is playing lights out. He's certainly got more touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. You just look at what Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy ask him to do and what he's been able to do without the greatness of a Tyreek Hill. And I think there's no question right now, although it's somewhat close, I think Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. I think Jalen Hurts is number 2 and clearly the most improved. And to me, if I'm Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, I don't even play against the Dallas Cowboys this weekend. It's unnecessary. Really, just rest up, get yourself healthy.
Look, I'm not sitting here saying that Patrick Mahomes shouldn't be the MVP. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is this. Let's don't hold Hurts accountable because of the players he has on his team. I mean, we're blaming when he got the best offensive line. Well, he's got this. That's not his fault. Well, does he win? Does he win games? They have the best record in the National Football League right now. And you made a point. Patrick Mahomes has more touchdown passes. Yeah. he's got more touchdown passes because he's thrown the ball 100 more times. This offense of Philadelphia is more balanced. Hurts has run for 13 touchdowns. So, we can spin it any way we want. Look, Mahomes can win it every year. He's the best quarterback in the planet. I get it. I'm not saying he shouldn't win it. I'm just trying to make a case for Jalen Hurts, for what he's done and what this football team has done.
Yeah. Herm, Mahomes has more total touchdowns. So I was counting all of Jalen Hurts' rushing touchdowns as well.
Has 38.
And total
Jalen
yards.
Hurts has 35. 38 to 35. But he's passed it 100 more times. 100 more times. You're going to throw more touchdown passes if you have more chances.
Wait a minute. You wait a minute, Coach Herm Edwards.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. You play to win the game.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is that he throws it 100 more times because he's required to do it, because that's the only thing that gives them a chance. The reason why Jalen Hurts throws the ball considerably less is because of those requisite weapons all over the place, including an elite running attack, which Kansas City does not have. So as a result, they got them running the football more than Kansas City runs the football. There's a reason for that. And you know it. So stop that.
Stephen A. And I just said it. He's part of the running attack. He's run the ball 156 times for 13 touchdowns.
But sometimes he's scrambling out of the pocket and running. Some are orchestrated runs. Others are him scrambling out of the pocket because it's necessary for him to run because people might not be open. Patrick Mahomes, he's throwing the dudes and making them open.
We're looking at the totality of what he contributes as a runner. We're not devaluing it. It's a huge part, of what makes him important and valuable to this football team. But what we're saying is, even when you account for all of his yards from scrimmage, the rushing and the passing, he is still not contributing as much to this offense as Patrick Mahomes. And
thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.